Hi, my name's Dr Shaun Matthews, and I'll be doing the seminar series on Ayurvedic cooking and nutrition for enlightened events. My background is I'm a general practitioner, and I had the very good fortune of going and working in India shortly after I'd graduated, and was exposed to Ayurveda and Tibetan medicine while living and working in Dharamsala in India. So to cut a long story short, I went back and studied Ayurveda at Gujarat Ayurveda University, and a few years later studied yoga teacher training at the Bihar School of Yoga in Mongia. Currently my medical practice is very much informed by Ayurveda and yoga, and I see a lot of patients with various kinds of chronic illnesses, sometimes quite severe, things like cancer or chronic fatigue syndrome, multiple sclerosis. And I also see people who are basically well. And sometimes they come into my practice almost apologetically saying, well, actually there's nothing wrong with me. And I say that's great, and that's a lovely way to come, because Ayurveda is very much a science of well-being as well as how to holistically treat disease. So my medical practice really looks after people from those two different ends of the spectrum, from quite serious disease to people who are basically very proactive about their health and wanting to age well and have good health until the day that they shed this mortal coil. I'm also aware that I'm an Ayurvedic educator. Because Ayurveda is relatively new to Australia, I've been involved in teaching Ayurveda at Nature Care College, where I founded the course back in the late 90s. And over the last 12-13 years we've had many graduates of the 2-year certificate program in Ayurvedic lifestyle consultation. In terms of getting Ayurveda to a wider audience, I've also been on the committee for the Ayurveda Yoga Australia conferences. These were run in 2006 and 2009, and we assembled a really inspiring group of teachers of Ayurveda and yoga from all around the world, and I feel like we did make some kind of impact on Sydney to make people more aware of these wonderful ancient traditions and how they can be relevant in a modern context in a family's life. Over the years I've also taught at the University of New South Wales. For about a decade or so I was involved in teaching first and second year medical students how to become better communicators, and also for several years I gave the annual lecture in complementary medicine. So I guess one of my functions has been to, if you like, as a communicator or as an interpreter, helping people in a modern context, people who maybe haven't travelled overseas, how these ancient traditions can be really useful in a contemporary lifestyle in the context of family life.